he is from an IT background, he is a great programmer. So it is very easy for anybody to make a transition from IT to IT.
So I started my career as a C# developer. Basically, I'm an MTech engineering graduate from IIT Chennai.
Okay.
So after completing a course, so I joined as a C# developer and worked there for about 1 year. You also can remember. So at night 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I'll call you and I'll ask you whether it's suitable for me, whether I can become a data scientist. So because when you have a discussion, only you can come to know. We can do this approach or any alternate approaches are there. So yesterday also one thing happened. So yeah, if I can do, you can also. That is my takeaway from this.
He is from an IT background, he is a great programmer. So it is very easy for anybody to make a transition from IT to IT. This is what a common saying that every programmer, even a programmer or a non-IT person, he just gives this reason whenever somebody is making a career from IT to IT, from any domain to the field of data science. But the truth is different. So in order to prove you all what is that particular journey, I brought one IT person who made a career transition from IT, from one domain, and to data science in the field of IT. What are the challenges he faced? And I brought Gobinath here. Firstly, let's welcome him. Gobinath, thank you so much for joining this conversation series.
Thank you.
All right. So, Gopi, I know what's the challenges that you went through and what is your career journey, everything, as you learned here and did a great projects for our clients too. So you can also talk and firstly, you can introduce about yourself to learners and people who are seeing this video, so that I'll post the next two questions.
Sure. Folks, my name is Gobinath. So I have made my career transition recently from IT to IT, the common term domain change. So I started my career as a C# developer. Basically, I'm an MTech engineering graduate from IIT Chennai.
Okay.
So after completing a course, so I joined as a C# developer and worked there for about 1 year. And I thought we are doing something wrong here. So whether I don't know whether it's due to company or due to technology, I don't know.
Okay.
But I was just frequently peeking into the latest trends and the emerging trends.
So you're a tech guy.
Okay. Yeah. So I was peeking into so the advancements. So I realized how I was lagged in the current situation. Because they are the craze about computer vision, NLP and ChatGPT as well. So
you got to know this when you're working as a C#.
Yeah. So people are doing some crazy things and they're more advanced in the recent technologies. But I felt I'm going and I'm dragging it up in something and. So I felt like there was something wrong here. So I decided. So there was two major challenges I went through. So first one is focusing on both work and career course.
Okay. So course, when are you studying when you're working over there?
I tried it. So initially, not this data science program. I was enrolled to another data engineering program.
Okay. So may I know the year when you were trying this?
It was around 2021 June. Around that.
Okay.
So yes, I was enrolled to the course and the course was in the weekends.
Okay.
So
Saturdays and Sundays.
Saturdays and Sundays. IT people have only 2 days to relax themselves, but I was pretty occupied in those 2 days also. Okay. So 8 hours, 16 hours class.
Oh, Saturday 8 hours?
Sunday 8 hours. So from morning 9 to around plus 8 hours.
Okay.
Oh no! Yeah. but the only thing I can able to do in the weekend is washing my clothes. That's all.
Okay.
Even in a blink, weekend will go.
Okay.
So I was like stressed out, and I was having very many things going on. Pressure in the office, pressure in the course. So I at that moment, so I went through a lot, and I decided to focus at only one rabbit at a time. So yeah. And then so either way I came to know, so we are doing something wrong here, so why can't we go for some other else? So at the same time I came to know ProITbridge's portfolios, and I watched the videos and one-to-one mentorship. So the one important thing I missed there in the data engineering course was like one-to-one mentorship. So hundreds of people will get accumulated in the one class at a time.
Okay.
So for 8 hours, so they'll say like you note down the doubts what you have. You can ask at the end of the class after 8 hours.
Okay.
You know the risk, right? So I was writing. So I will get the doubt at the 15th minute of the class, and I was supposed to ask the doubt at the end of 8 hours. Yeah.
So you need to carry the doubt.
Yes. Okay. So the trainer itself will confuse. So he will tell that this was from the last class. Why can't you ask this from this class? So sir, this was from this class only. So after at the end of 8 hours, so he'll also get confused.
Okay.
So yeah, so that was one problem. So that major problem. So because so I paid some hefty amount to learn that course. Major drawback because of this mentorship only.
Okay.
So where I was, we are paying some money to identify the course, right? So yeah, the schedules and the contents of the course, and I may not be able to find that. So where I was, what I was able to do, and so some learners will pick some concepts early, and some concepts will delay in some concepts, right? So there was no one behind me to push me or guide me or anything. So I was all along with me, so to pick me up, and I failed sometimes in that course, but it didn't happen, as you can see. As I'm giving this interview, it didn't happen here. Yeah. So
that was something. Okay, you did your MTech, right?
Yeah.
MTech, and then you started working as a C# developer.
Yeah.
I'm just summarizing.
Yeah.
It's just quick points. And then you got a job as a C# developer. So after that, you are not more interested to work in that specific domain because you're a tech guy who keeps looking into the market. Okay, you just got curated with this artificial intelligence, robot, machine learning, deep learning, and everything, and you thought of learning it. And somehow you entered into a program. So before this video, you said data engineering, right? So that's what you picked up. Okay, data engineering you studied without knowing what is exactly this. So you just picked up data.
Yeah, there was a fun concept there because I thought it was a data science program. But I don't know whether it's data engineering or data science. So we have common terms, right? ML engineer, data scientist, NLP engineer, so computer vision engineer. So I thought like data scientists will hold all these designations. Okay. So as like that, I made the decision like data science or data engineering, whatever. I need the data. So that is the thing I had in mind before. But after that, after enrolling and after facing all those problems only, I came to know. So this is the data engineering in the incubation program, and after learning so many days in the data engineering course, I didn't able to like picturize what is the data engineering, what is the difference between data engineering and data science. I don't know. But while attending this sample program you conduct, right? So the sample class or
the
demo session, yeah. So at the demo session I came to know the first what is the difference between data engineer, data science, data analyst. Okay. And then at that moment only I fixed, okay, so this is data engineering, this is not suitable to us. This is only suitable to us. So
that was something freely we conducted to give a clarity. So till that time you were doing data engineering.
I picked the ticket correct, but I was in the wrong bus.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the right time, I got in the stop at the midway and I transferred to the correct bus.
Okay.
I can
See,
say like that.
the point of what he mentioned, you can also understand. He is from an MD IT background. All right. Even he himself faced the challenge, whether data science or data engineering, no other way. Because the point what he exactly faced is he did not have a mentor who's in the field to give a call and ask him, hey, what is exactly data engineer role? What is this data science role? What exactly data analyst role is, so that he can travel in the path. If no tech guy is just trying to talk to him as a learner, definitely he will get into any bus and travel anywhere. He will end up nowhere. Right? That's what happened. And maybe luckily, fortunately or unfortunately, I was in his connection. So he gave a call to me and just asked me what are the things. So I invited him for attending one free demo session, and then I just left the ball in his court so that he can take the decision. So the day one session itself, we will just give a clarity. What is the difference between data analyst, data engineer, data scientist? What is the roadmap? What are the skill sets that is required? What is the time duration? What is the salary package? Everything we will set it clear in day one session itself, in the demo session itself.
Yes.
So that's when he even got a clarity. Okay, he's from an IT background. He was not good in that kind of knowledge. So the point is, whoever is watching this, let's say maybe you're from an IT background or non-IT background, don't think that it is very easy for an IT person to make a career transition into the field of data science and artificial intelligence. The truth is not. Even they are having their own struggles. You should not think, okay, I am from a non-IT background. IT people will be able to make a career into this field of data science very easily. No, that is not the fact. This is the proof. Okay, just keep in your mind that everybody is having their own challenges to understand the concept of data science and artificial intelligence and to make a career in the specific domain. I just wanted to register it here. All right. So now, Gopi, we have understood what are the challenges you went through before taking up this data science program. You wanted to get into this, but you got into the wrong one. So somehow, fortunately, you just got into me and you've been trained and you got recently selected. So now, before we talk about the interview process, how was the training program with ProITbridge here? Because you already, been trained in data engineering from other institutes, right? So what are the challenges you faced? You were just explaining. At the time you were working and studying, right?
Yeah.
So when you picked up this data science program with us, were you also working and studying, or what are the things happened during the training program? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So the first thing I came to know, so anyone can come through this, because whether so all these peoples are talking about this data scientist, whether I can trust them or not. So that is the point. That is the tip of the hill. They all will stand. Whether so, I should add here some points, because everyone should take a leap of faith, right?
Right.
Because we should close our eyes and we should jump in. Okay. So after that only we can able to come, right? Whether it's 100 feet or 50 feet or 5 feet, we don't know. Clouds are there.
Okay.
So yeah. So I took a leap of faith.
Okay.
So because I came to know, so they have like strong portfolio and they have like strong content knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, and the first demo session itself, I got that idea. So what we are going to do after in the period of 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the thing I understood, and you also can remember. So at night 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I'll call you and I'll ask you whether it's suitable for me, whether I can become a data scientist. So at the time you will seal my mouth by asking whether have you done today's task or not. That is a seal to my mouth, because when we feel the tasks are very heavy, so that time only we will be insecure, right? This is correct for us or not. Okay. So you'll ask whether did you do your task?
Okay.
So okay, let's do this one task finally,
okay.
And we can ask after that.
Okay.
So the next morning I will call after completing my task.
Okay.
And I will call you, and I will itself say, John, I came to know that I can become data scientist. Thank you. I'll give the call. Okay. So that is the thing. So because it's funny, but it's an important point to take.
Right.
Yeah. So whenever we feel, so that's what that one negative thought will add up to like give up in something.
Correct, yes.
Giving up something, because the one down, so the one step down, it's not down at all, because you are, when you keep coming downwards only, then it's a downfall. Because whether I've been I've been like treated as a last bench student in this data science program, because I'll submit all the tasks delayed. So that I am not taking any shame in saying that, because I'm completing something.
Correct.
I'm completing something, but I'm taking some time, but I'm figuring out what to do, and at the same time I'll figure out what is the efficient way to do this.
Correct.
So, and you will also guide me. Okay, first you will like intimate me, Gobi, the task submission getting delayed.
Okay.
You make up your mind like that, you will say. And after submission, you appreciate me like, so okay, your assignment is different from others.
Right.
So you mentioned me a couple of times, I remember, because yeah, so whenever you do the task, you should be unique from other learners.
Right.
So your work needs to talk. So that's what the real world expects.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you say this, I remember I told this. Work is greater than your words.
Yeah.
Your work
Yes.
is greater than your words.
Yeah.
Right. So when the same thing, Gopi comes and asks me, will I be a data scientist one day? Right. So that's same thing. So I told him the same thing I asked. What is your task status? Okay, call disconnected. He will go and do the task and he will come back. And then that's how we were just doing the journey. But anyway, so the point is, one-to-one mentorship. I was with him until he make a career into the field of data science. Of course, during the path, we will have this kind of doubted mindset, right?
Yeah.
Am I going in the right path? Will I definitely? This is the work I'm going to do in the IT company.
Yes.
Right. So this is the main struggle that even I was also having the same. I also made a career transition from the field of EC, non-IT itself. I was also having the same doubt. So it's obvious that everybody will have the same doubt during the journey, but it's just that you stayed in the path, you trusted that, and you took a leap of faith, and you just got now as a data scientist. Appreciate.
Yes.
Now let's move on to the next question. Now, how was your you got trained properly, and now you've been attending many interviews, right? So what are the challenges you faced while attending interviews, or in your first interview itself you got selected?
The most answered question is like, tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay.
Because so that too, how to frame a sentence. But because I am helping my friends to overcome this question.
Okay.
So in the Google itself, they have said like, what is the toughest question in the interview? Tell me about yourself.
Okay.
So you gave me an amazing tip to overcome this hurdle.
Okay.
So I'll write down what I am going to speak, and I'll speak it, and I'll record it, and I'll prioritize the sentences according to this jumbled sentences. So I'll arrange those sentences, and I'll like, first time I'll speak it out, and next time I'll improve my modulation, and next time I'll reduce the gap between one sentence and another sentence, and finally I can manage to jump the major hurdle in the interview.
Okay.
And then next, the demo interview sessions in the ProITbridge helped me a lot, because I remember in the first interview, you have told me like you are going to have one first interview. So I was like at the peak of confidence.
Okay.
So we are going to nail it. So John bro is going to appreciate us a lot like that. I am thinking at the back of my mind.
Okay.
So at the end, while thinking like this, I forgot to prepare. I know the concepts. I'll be like turning the pages. Okay, this is okay, fine. At the end, I forgot to go through my resume.
Oh no! Okay.
Go through my resume and my projects. So first thing you have asked me, like, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. I already practiced, so I have hit the ball to 6. Okay. And the next question, you have gone to skills sections.
Okay.
The skill section has been it's been middle stem for me. So I got out. The interview went around, I think the sample interview went around 3 minutes only.
Okay.
So that 2.5 minutes, it may tell me about yourself.
Okay.
So I was like, so the simple petty things at the demo interview, I can't able to recollect.
Okay.
Because so while at that day, you have told me one thing. Keep your resume only at your hand. So look at those keywords. Collect the key points under each and every words in the skill section. And while framing projects section, you need to frame your own sentence, and you need to highlight those sentences, highlight those skill sets in the sentences, because that is an important thing to do. And I am noticing many profiles in LinkedIn, they are public, right? I can able to talk.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So there are many LinkedIn profiles I have viewed that they have like internet, they have taken from the internet, and they don't know what are all the special things that they can do in that project. So there are hypothesis testing, we can add it like that. So, and data wrangling techniques. So what the special thing you have done to that project, whether it may be the internet project itself, and what is the special thing you have added to that project, and you can add to the project section. So either many of the resumes I view, they'll tell about models, and they'll tell about the accuracy metrics, and they'll put around 99.6% accuracy. Who needs that accuracy? Who needs that accuracy? Because the model, the data is like very suitable for this logistic or linear regression. It will confirmly give around 99.6%. Yeah, so that is the thing. Whenever you prepare your resume, add a unique technique in the machine learning project or deep learning projects, I think. And to add up the interview session, so at the next interview, so I next demo interview conducted. So I have.
So first interview he got fired. First interview I gave him left and right, and he was totally broken into multiple pieces. Glass shattered out. His imagination of becoming data scientist broken into multiple pieces. And then, but he took it in a positive way, because that's how we say. He showed good in the training program, but just that with overconfidence, we will sometimes feel that okay, we can definitely do it. But practically, when we focus on you learned hypothesis testing. My question will be, where you have applied hypothesis testing in your day-to-day life? Give me one example. How exactly you put this chi-square test in your day-to-day life? Give me an example. Then learners will feel, what is this? This question I have not prepared. So that's where he got started. He knows the things, but when the question has been tricked, the same answer, they will be struggle to answer. But second time when he just prepared, he nailed it. So that was here, the demo session. Now after completing the mock interview. After completing this mock interview, you went into this real-time interviews, right? So to the companies. How exactly you faced those questions and those experience you can also share?
Yes. In the data science interview, in my view, some of the interviewers will be fixed. If he knows this answer to this question, he is a master genius in machine learning. If he didn't answer to this question, everyone will have that one filtering questions, right? So we are being lucky, or we are being any knowledgeable person. So if we are lucky, then the interviewer will place a basic question in that like filtering question. But some of them will ask like sigma is this, theta is this, and epsilon will be like that one thing, and learning rate will be like this. What will be the accuracy you think, Gobinath? Like this? Where should I go for that accuracy? I still don't know, because So there are some interviewers who will ask like this particularly meticulous question to twist you up.
Okay.
And you at the nervousness you will forget everything you learned.
Okay.
So, and next question he'll ask about, okay, tell me about linear regression. So linear regression, y is equal to mx plus c, m slope, intercept. Okay, what I am doing here right now? Sorry sir, thank you sir, bye sir. He'll keep the call. So that is the thing. So and every but other interviews I have attended, like interviewer was very cool and calm, and even though we say I'm not able to answer that question, okay, they'll say calmly,
Okay.
but they'll move to other questions, because everyone doesn't know every answer to every question,
Right.
because
As a candidate, yes.
yeah, yes. So and but we should be careful. They can able to know with a couple of questions they can judge you.
Okay.
So whether you are having practical hands-on or not.
Okay.
So that is the thing which I am expert at, I believe.
Okay.
Because I've been many nights working on that project, because it will be like as it can be simple problem statement or anything. So I'll work on that entire night, or any 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we will because I won't let you sleep right night. I will keep on calling you. Yeah. So because at that project you should be having your hands, because when you're walking down the road, you can see the poster, but here you should create a poster. So that is the difference.
Correct. Yeah.
So when you are creating a poster, you should be knowing that what is the title font and what is the size of this title font. So everything you know, right? So that is the thing works here.
Okay.
Because you need to create a model, and you need to add those unique recipes to your model and your project, and you need to highlight those points to the interviewer.
Correct.
So I'm guarantee that I'll guarantee, because interviewer will get impressed because of your personal touch to the project.
Right.
So everyone will know data collection and data understanding and data. The normal flow everyone will know, but what's unique to your style?
Right.
What's unique? What you will do? What's your approach?
Yeah.
Everyone will. So when we study the problem statement itself, we come to know. Okay, we are going to use the regression models. Yes, we are going to use the regression models. And what is the specific thing that we do?
Okay.
So that is the thing, right? So even ChatGPT is there, God is there.
Correct.
But ChatGPT, in my view, ChatGPT is far more accurate than bot.
Okay.
Right? So because they had add some new recipes to the model.
Okay.
So that is the thing which will help you to stand out from the crowd.
Okay. Got it.
So that is the interview tip from me.
Okay, wonderful. So you faced some rejections, and then okay, how many rejections you faced?
It's around 5 to 6, because at the so I have called you like I don't know whether I can mention the company's name or not.
Okay.
So from one company I have said like I have nailed it.
Okay.
I am surely going to get, but because some document issues they don't accept it. And the other two companies, and I remember one company they given me like one question paper for data science engineer. That question was like it was like AIMS and NEET NEET question paper. I was like so they had asked me to write the Python code in the white paper.
Okay.
And so I managed to do that, because but they asked me one question which I can't digest. So how do you change the weights of the neural networks while training?
Okay.
Weights of the parameter. I was like shocked, and I was amazed whether we will put the training to the model, and after completing it we'll export the model. So this is what we do. Oh, this is the best approach. So is this a new approach we can do? We can either. So I was like thinking.
Okay.
So that was one hell of an interview, and I managed to pass that.
Okay.
And next interview, which I am working right now, Krupya Engineering, and next couple of interviews which I failed.
Okay.
Actually, everyone will have good days and bad days, right?
Right. Yeah, so that is one good point he mentioned lastly. Everyone will have good days and bad days, but it doesn't mean that bad days are you.
Yeah.
So that's what
bad
it
day,
is.
the day doesn't turn bad because of you.
Yeah. So we need to keep continuing, even though he faced 5 to 6 rejections before now he is working Krupya Technologies, right?
Krupya Engineering Private.
Okay, Krupya Engineering Private Limited. That's what the company is working now. Before he worked there, he faced 5 to 6. Does that mean he is a bad data scientist, or does it mean that he got trained in a wrong way? No. He was attending interviews. He was trying to be exposed to a lot of interviews, and finally he learned from his failures. He applied everything in Krupya Engineering Private Limited, and then they found, okay, this person is a good resource for us. They hired. So it's all about, until you want what exactly you need, we need to keep fighting, right?
Yeah.
So definitely one time you will definitely get.
Even though to add up one thing finally, even though you fail or pass, you will have a feel of satisfaction. When you prepare thoroughly, when you are thorough in your concepts, what you know, you are expert in the concepts what you know. So when you reach that level, you will feel a level of satisfaction. So after a rejection or passing, I don't want to come into it, because rejection also we will feel a sense of satisfaction because I have done my part correctly, but it doesn't work well. I don't know what may be the problem, but I have done my part correctly. So that is the sense of satisfaction you will get after rejection if you've done your part correctly.
That's perfect statement. Very clear. Great. So now let's move on to the next question. So now you're working in Krupya Engineering Private Limited. How's your work experience? So is your salary? What's your salary range? I don't want you to give the exact, just give the range. Okay. So and then how's your work? Are you enjoying your life as a data scientist? You can talk about the life.
Yeah. So as a data scientist, we are nothing related to programmers, right? So we need to apply some practical knowledge to the data. So I'm not telling that programmers are not applying practical knowledge. So they will in some cases developers, so they'll have to undergo some of the approaches that they don't know entire part, but they are supposed to use them.
Okay.
So when you see Stack Overflow, you know. So that is not the case with the data science. Data science, because client will share us the files from any other sources, and other than model creation, I am doing a part in my company right now. Other than model creation and other than any like other works. I am not just receiving data, and I am not just cooking some model, and I am not just giving results. So other technical skills are required by the companies from the data scientists. So they'll give the data in whatever the file formats they give, and we need to process it. And there will be as many as discrepancies you can expect from Mars to not Earth, from Mars to yeah. So that many discrepancies there will be, like, so we can ask like whether this feature doesn't have many values, whether we need to use it. No. The higher officials will say no. You don't miss any teeny beeny details shared by our client. So that thing. So when they say like that, so it will be the burden on our heads, right? So that is the thing. We need to work on it, and we need to apply many practical knowledge to.
So are you enjoying that?
Yeah. So completely. Whether I'll be discussing with my higher officials or my colleagues all the time. So because when you have a discussion only, you can come to know. We can do this approach, or any alternate approaches are there. So yesterday also one thing happened. So two of my colleagues were working in one part, and I was out of black. I was asking them, "What are you doing?" So they are just saying that we want to export this details from the Excel. We want to convert it into data frame and we want to process it. Okay, fine. What is the thing you are struggling with? It's easy, right?
Okay.
They had told me like in these data frames some of the cells are merged.
Okay.
In this Excel. So how can we? So these are all the teeny beeny headache we'll be getting while working as a data scientist. But we can come to know, okay, this thing can be done using this approach also. So that is the new thing. And okay, so I was like simply telling them, you can slice the data frame and you can extract the only merged details. They were like, okay, we haven't thought about that till now. Because the person will out of the black will say the easiest approach. Because our mind, when we go deeper and deeper.
Understood. Yeah. Experience that too sometimes.
Yes.
It's a simple solution, but it will be there in front of our eyes.
Yes.
Okay, but we'll just roam around.
We should keep our sand distance from the eyes.
Right.
Yeah. So that is the thing. And next thing, getting the model into production. So because each and every client will have their native ecosystems. So some of them request us to deploy the model in their own service, or some of them will ask us to deploy in the AWS. Some of them will ask us to deploy it in Azure. So that are all the areas we need to be very careful, and even though we should be knowledge in those areas.
Thanks.
And one unique thing I need to add up here, because some of the Python packages will work with some of the other Python packages. So some versions only will correlate, other version will not support. So my suggestion is that you create a Docker image. So you can be able to proudly mention Docker in your resume.
Okay.
And it will be useful to you as well, because in the deployment stage, every company will ask as Docker image.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but Docker image is required because it comprises all those Python packages into one bucket.
Okay.
So your project will run flawlessly.
Okay.
So that is the thing. That is the main thing. Whatever happens, whatever the world may end, your project should run correctly. Okay. So that is the thing expected by companies.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are clients are paying us some money, right? So because they downtime prediction, we can say, our predictive maintenance, we can say, whenever our project should be running to predict the maintenance date.
Correct.
Should be accepting data, and it should process.
Correct.
Because without that project, the problem statement fails, and the client is going to face the problem again and again.
Correct. Yeah.
Then what's the point of him coming to us?
Correct. So you're very cautious when you're doing the work. Yeah. Okay, what's the salary range that you're?
7
Okay,
7 to 10.
7 to 10. Yeah. All right, fine. That's great. Fine. So now my next question is that is it really suggested for somebody to pick up data science and artificial intelligence to learn and make a career into this in 2024? We are moving into this 2024, right? Yeah. So what do you suggest? Because we all are living in, people are saying, there is no jobs for freshers and experienced, we are jobless. So in this era, is it really suggested for anybody to pick up data science and learn and make their career as their future? So you can talk about it.
Yes, because people are very careful. People are like more conscious.
Okay.
So
my question is that is there any real scope in the market for data scientists here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Persons who watch this video, they are already knowing there will be some scope. So for that only, so basic demand and supply. So they are knowing the demand and they are looking for the supply. That's all.
Okay, you are taking it that way. So,
Yeah.
so this is the evidence.
Yeah, they are already know.
Okay.
So this is the demand.
Okay.
So when they came to know about the demand only, they look for supply.
Okay.
So they are looking at us, looking at our video. So when to answer this question very formally,
Okay.
so I'll add like yeah. So they persons who will who is knowing this data science or not, and or anything, they are using day to day applications. So because weather forecast has become far beyond, like
Correct.
like Ramanan sir.
Then started the
Yeah.
Ramanan
His
sir.
words is a worthy words to us.
Okay.
Even government will trust his words.
Okay.
So because the weather forecast has been came along the long way from where it was like before, and now predictive maintenance and the notifications, we are receiving notifications, and then right, YouTube recommendation engines, Netflix recommendation engines. So these are all the basic everyday projects that we are using.
Yeah.
And chat GPTs and LLMs. LLMs are invoking the fear of people, like okay, AI will replace everyone.
Right.
Like
Yes.
that.
Right. Yeah.
So AI will not replace humans. I'm registering here, but yeah. So that will be another topic.
Correct. If you get into that, it will go for another 1
it will
hour.
go for another 1 hour.
Yeah.
So yes, because basic needs are there, and every organization and everyone has been fascinated by this term data science, and everyone is looking to do something. The data is accumulating every day, and what are all the different problem statements we can solve by utilizing these, by leveraging these machine learning and deep learning models and concepts. And also I need to add, like, every day new, first we came to know only deep learning neural networks, and then there came BOD for sentiment analysis, and for classification of comments, and then came LLM, and then came Gen AI.
Correct.
And so the market is evolving.
Correct.
So the skill sets are adding. So they are adding, they are not just reducing it.
Correct.
They are just adding.
Correct.
And the new designations are arising every day.
Correct.
So what is the base? This thing only.
Correct.
So what is the base thing? So as you can see, while searching in the internet itself, now it's showing data science, and if my prediction goes well, in the next couple of years, it may show LLM engineering. But what is the basic to this LLM engineering? It's data science, right? So yeah, so that is the thing. Whether you can work on problem statements which are very highly advanced or anything, but this is the basement. You should be very strong.
Correct. So you're suggesting people. So you've already given the answer, but to put it in a straightforward way, AI is developing, right? So when you are in this particular field, learning those basic details, definitely you will be also in the market trending level, right? So that's what the point where Gopi is picking up. Now, is freshers having a great scope in the market? Yes, because before you, Gopi, I have conducted one interview with Surya Gayatri. So he made a career start with data science.
Okay.
So that is one kind of proof. And is it like a career transition? Is it possible? I've again made a lot of conversation series with other persons. But again, the main reason why I brought you here is because people are having an intention. He is from an IT background. He is from programming. So for him, programming is very easy.
Yeah.
Right?
So I can add up here.
Yeah.
So there is a famous Tamil word, "Unakenappa," like that they'll say.
Okay.
Because So I can tell the asterisks.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone will have their own burdens and their own failures and their own path.
Correct.
So yeah, if I can do, you can also do.
Correct. It's
That
pretty
is
simple.
my takeaway from
Right.
this.
This is not very simple when you're saying if he can do means he worked many nights, he sacrificed many sleeps.
And tortured him.
Yeah, so it's all about say I'm very much serious about getting someone placed in the industry. So that's what's my passion and that's what even I'm doing. For that, if a student is giving that kind of effort, definitely I'm ready to give that kind of effort. So that's what even many students are learning here, and of course many data scientists will come from ProITbridge. That's what I feel. So great. So mostly my questions has been done. Now, one last point that I want you to convey to everybody is that what is that one reason that everybody can choose ProITbridge for making a career start or career transition in the field of data science? You can just address one or 2 points.
Yeah. So there are many points. You are limiting me for 1 or 2 points. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm happy to add some more points also because first thing is insecurity.
Okay.
What I felt was whether I need to close my eyes and I am going to follow my path of what I'm able, what I've been asked to do.
Okay.
So I'll do whatever you say, I'll do.
Okay.
So like that, the thing you said in the demo session or in our communication with the call, I don't exactly remember, but you have mentioned like follow my path. You have to add something. You calmly said,
Okay.
add my path. After hearing my rantings for about half an hour or 45 minutes, you calmly said, follow my path. You'll be there in no time.
Okay.
Don't worry. That's all. You kept the call.
Okay.
I was like again, why? How?
Okay.
So this is the thing. So and that moment I have decided, okay, what is the problem of doing that? Following him is not a very, very ridiculous task to do. So after that only I came to know that it's very ridiculous. That's all.
Okay.
Anyhow, I managed to follow your path at your own pace. Yeah, as you have also given me, I should suggest that I should add up here. Also given me time when I was down and when I was dealing with my own problems, and when even though it's a simple concept, I feel very struggle to learn that concept. So that is the time you gave me. So even though the task is very simple, I may take some time to understand what is the data and how to deal with the data. So and I'll be going through some blogs and I'll be going through the session again.
Right.
So that will be taking me a time. So you will give us the time to complete that. Okay, no problem. But without completing task, you won't be able to attend another session. You will say. So that is the thing I need to add here. The very special thing, because you should be clear in what you have learned till now.
Correct.
So that is the thing when ProITbridge or John will stand very, very, very strict into that point. Because if you are not clear what you have learned till now, then you are not going to be clear what you are learning in the future.
Correct.
So that confidence you should give, and when you are giving that confidence to him, you will also get some confidence.
Correct.
So that is the thing I have felt, and that is the only thing which have driven me in the path of 6 months or 6 to 8 months. And while working in the projects also, other mentors other than John, other mentors to add up here, Nazir, Samir, Samir. Yeah, Nazir Ali also.
Yeah, he also came.
Yeah, yes. Nazir, Samir. So those were those wonderful gems who have been with me. So I'm a night owl, right? Okay. So I'll be working till 3 to 4 or 5. When I ping them, they'll immediately answer to me. So because they are also night owls.
Okay.
Yeah. So not because they are also night owls, because they are committed to the thing they do.
Correct.
So that is what the commitment I felt from ProITbridge. So you should be also committed, and they are already committed to the thing what they do. So when both commitment meets, the dreams will be succeeded, I believe.
Okay. That's a wonderful point. Lastly, highlighted. Great, Gopi. So it's been really good talking to you, and you really highlighted many points. What's your career challenges and what are the things that you went through? Everything you really did, you explained well. So now the last point which I wanted to tell everybody is that everybody is having their own challenges to make a career in the field of IT. It's not so easy for anybody from IT to make a career into IT, from any domain into the field of data science. They are having their own challenges and difficulties. But it is for sure that you can become a data scientist if you stick to the path, whatever you have taken. All right. So stick to the path, and we are also very serious to serve you, to get you placed as a data scientist, like how we assisted Gobinath. And now he is just flying on his own. Sometimes he comes up and asks for some suggestions, but 99% of the work he himself does it. Right, so that's what he's working there, and he's being an asset to Kurpia Engineering Private Solutions there. They're not ready to leave him, and he's been a great asset to them, and he's enjoying the work as a data scientist. So now his career is settled, and when he just came to me, he was just complaining, my past work is not something I feel great. I'm not into that specific. For the last couple of years, I'm not hearing anything because he really got what he exactly wanted, and he himself is assisting many fresh graduates and engineering and who wanted to make a career transition into the field of data science. He himself is assisting them because it's not like we spoon feed. We try to take the best from Gopi so that he himself can assist anybody. If it is for one-on-one training or mentorship, definitely he is going to suggest to us. But in case for any other tips or suggestion, he himself is giving the best suggestion possible. That's what he is doing because it's the best from Gopi has been taken, and it has been proved to him that you are worth for it. That's what happened here. Anyway, so it's for good talking to you, Gopi. So it's a really fun talk, and it's a great talk. So you just explained very well. Yeah. Is there any one point that you wanted to talk to people?
The final thing, the one very, very, very final thing. I'm an ordinary guy. I'm not an high IQ person or a very, very immaculate person with immaculate knowledge. No, I'm a middle bencher guy with a lot of inferiority complexes and with a lot of who haven't been into a stage to get any prize at all in his own college and school courses, anything, and failed in all the course enrollments. And as I mentioned earlier, right, data engineering course.
Right.
So that is the summary of me, my character. So,
Understood.
yeah. So at the end, I can able to manage to achieve something in my life. So this is my dream day. Whether you can edit it or not, but I need to mention it.
Okay.
So this is my dream day.
Okay.
I got my own bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got my own bike, and,
Okay.
So that is the dream when I was learning the course.
Okay.
So I was like dreaming the course like Rajini Sudarla, idhe road la, idhe Fiat car la. So it's the same thing. I should also give the interview like this, and I'll be going there with my own bike.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was very particular. It will be black. It will be this model only.
Okay.
Because that will increase the believing and faith within you.
Correct.
Without knowing yourself itself, you will be there.
Correct.
That is the thing.
Correct.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Wonderful. One point: everybody can dream, but everybody will not work. Right. So if you're dreaming, then you must work. There is no other escape. Or else don't dream. Right? It's very serious. Okay, you're having a dream. Everybody say. Easy for everybody to dream, but it's very difficult for somebody to stick to the path, learn consistently until to achieve the dream. Where Gobinath has achieved it. Yes, he's having his own backslides, in his past life. But it's just that
believe yourself.
Yeah, believe yourself, right? Believe yourself, trust yourself, and put a lot of efforts in case if you got a mentorship support like ProITbridge, like me or anybody else, whatever the program that you're picking up, if a person is willing to travel with you until you secure a job, not like for only teaching. So I traveled with Gopi throughout his entire career, and even still we are in good touch. So if you're having that one mentor who can travel with you until you secure your dream job, please stick to him and do whatever he asks you to do, because if that person, for example, I'm very much committed to serve my learners. Or if you are getting anybody in your own field to achieve your dream job, don't leave that person. Definitely it helps. All right. So I hope this entire conversation was useful to you and clarified many of your questions that what is this data science today in 2024, and it is definitely is working, and it is wise for you to take up this data science and artificial intelligence program, because this is a foundation for you to work in advanced concepts. All right. I really wish you all the best for your future success, and I hope everybody will achieve your dream job one day like Gopi. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.